Hi, this is George, and today I'm going to show you how to pay vouchers very quickly and how to manage your bills. So anyway, what we're going to look at is we're going to look at the pay voucher screen, which actually shows you your bank account balance and then all the transactions that are set against your bank account, and then all the criteria by which you can filter. So one of the nice things that we have here is we can actually pay by commodity. So let's say we're trying to pay all our bills and we just want to pay the corn bills. We can bring up the corn and we can see all the corn tickets and we can pay those tickets, right? So if those are what we want, we could, pick off those 3 or 4 items, right? And those 3 or 4 items, then the total selected will show up here and the available balance will show down here. So this is a nice way to kind of see your cash requirements. Again, you could select those by due date. So you could select off a due date and say, oh, here's the specific dates that I wish to select. So this will flip off and pick everything that's due today, right? Or you can select them by commodity, or you can pretty much select them any way you want. So I'm going to go ahead and select a couple by commodity. So I'm going to pick off corn. And now I've got my corn payables, and I'm going to pick 2 or 3 tickets, right? Now, let's say I wanted to do some more fancy reporting. I could take this out to Excel and I could actually create a pivot table by date and age it by date. So that's another option I have, is just to take all this data out to Excel, whatever's checked or all the payments are selected or all the payments total, take it out to Excel and play with it in Excel. That's another option that I have. So now I've actually picked off those payments and now I'm going to process the payment. So that's going to take them out to a check. From there, I can close this screen and I can go ahead and see my finished payment. Again, it compresses all the payments that I need to make. From here, I could place a specific items on hold. So I could place a specific check on hold if I didn't want to pay this person for a specific reason or wanted to get it out, or I could just process them all from here, right? So that's going to create 2 checks. From there, I have my bank account linked in and I can print the checks. I can send them ACH. Again, all this is security code controlled, but if I look inside the bank account here, I can set the check layout any way I want. I can attach a signature. I can auto sign if it's over a certain dollar amount. I can send this stuff for approval. I can do anything I want from that respect. Now I'm going to go ahead and print the checks. Nothing's on hold, so that's going to go ahead and print my check. And you're going to see my checks come up and my settlement report come up. So there's my check come up, and now here comes my settlement report. So the check basically shows me what type of item I'm paying, and this is a prepayment where I'm prepaying to the vendor, and it shows the contract and the item that I'm prepaying. And then it'll also include a settlement sheet inside of here. So if I want to see what is being settled, I'll have a settlement report that could also be emailed to the vendor or the producer right inside of here. And this is the settlement report of all the tickets, and one will print for each vendor that has a settlement. If it's a prepaid, there's no settlement sheet. Show the discount, show the grading factor, all that kind of good stuff in there. So then that can be printed as well to the printer, right? So it'll send out all the information to the printer. And again, here we can also print the check. And again, I'd attach the auto signature. And then from there, once that's set, I can actually generate the positive pay. So here's a bunch of payments that I made maybe today that have not yet been generated for positive pay. There I can pick the positive pay, positive confirmation, and generate. So I can basically close out and continue from there on with my day, right? If I want to go on to any other function, I could. And again, anytime I want to come in there and see the availability, I can do that. So it's a quick overview of what our payments like.